Quite simply, one of the biggest games of his career. Here he is, he's never got this far in a PDC major, in the last 16 of the UK Open, and the chance to show everyone what he can really do. We shall see. There's always one joker that comes through the pack, and so far Ross Smith has won
Game on.
4 matches to get to this stage. But Wade, over this distance, you would think would be a big favourite, Alan.
Yes, absolutely, almost playing in his own front room on that stage. But from Ross Smith's point of view, he has to be brimming with confidence, having played those 4 rounds you mentioned, and some great wins against Wes Norris, Jordi Meuys and Dawson Michel, which was on this stage on the first morning. James Wade is a different animal, isn't he? And he's playing very well. He's a very hard player to beat.
$134.
A good player, Ross Smith. Steadily going up those rankings. Good story, you know. He
91.
He switched from the BDO, came over to the PDC. He won quite a few events, 4 or 5 events maybe on the Challenge Tour, and then just fell out of love with it. Just put the darts away. He'd had enough, and he just, if you like, he couldn't stand the heat in the kitchen, so he got out of the kitchen. But he's come back to darts and making progress.
Big
single 10, I reckon. Yeah, single 10. Don't often see James Wade going for it unless he absolutely has to.
Yeah, you could tell by the eyes there. So shows you that James Wade is focused on the match ahead.
60. James, you've acquired 40.
His favourite tops or 10s is normal route. It's going to have to be 10s. Ross Smith is in that danger zone of 130. And the reason I say danger zone, it gives a professional player 2 darts at the treble 20. You can hit 1 with a single, it's ball. If you hit 2 of them, it's double 5.
120.
Great effort.
James,
same target coming back now for James Wade. Well, his finishing was so good against Max Hopp. Had to be here, last dart in hand, and the amount of times that last dart in hand is a phrase that can be used in conjunction with James Wade, and there we have it again. But yeah, Ross Smith, it's a heartwarming story, isn't it? Because he just walked away, he just didn't want to play anymore. Decided to come back, have another go after putting himself into retirement, if you like, for 2 years, and here he is making his way. Great claim to fame, of course, Ross Smith. More of that in just a moment.
123.
Wade trying to hunt down the first maximum. Ross Smith's claim to fame, do you know what it is? The first man ever to hit a 9-darter on the Euro Tour.
Yes, and you mentioned the Challenge Tour earlier when he played so well. He actually got a tour card because of that.
Yeah.
I thought, you know, he was going to start making the grade, and it just didn't happen for him. And like you say, they lost that determination and that want to play. That's mainly because he kept losing, because obviously it's a tough school on the Pro Tour. That break has certainly done him good. He's come back, won his tour card back. There he is in the last 16.
Playing at the World Championship as well, managing to qualify for the World Championship was a huge moment for him. Beat Paul Lim. Lost to Daryl Gurney, but just making strides again.
100.
Well, he's certainly beaten some of the greats. Certainly on the Pro Tour, he's beaten Phil Taylor, Barney, some of the top names.
I thought you were going to say Alan Warriner then.
That was
100.
further down the list, Stuart.
A lot further
Doing
down.
the greats in reverse order.
Well, this will be perfect timing.
140. James, you acquire 84.
14 for the ball. How about double 11 instead?
73. Ross, you acquire.
Well, the setup
56.
shot from Ross Smith, earning himself an opportunity here just to level up this match, just settle him in, settle him down and settle those nerves.
Yes, one dart Double 5 in the first leg.
46.
He's had 2 in the second.
James, you require 11.
And these can make a massive difference when the match progresses to the later stages.
7.
This time, he will get another visit.
10.
That's a good marker for him, surely.
Yep.
Levels up.
Wade,
whose finishing has been so good so far. Not in this game, 1 out of 8.
43.
Maybe a bit of an upset on the cards, by the way, over on board 2, where Steve Lennon is 5-2 up on Nathan Aspinall.
And Aspinall was 2-1 ahead, so he's won 4 legs on the spin there.
39.
Still a long way to go, but a tough ask. Yeah, Ross Smith, after winning that second leg, he's first on the board.
58.
Certainly settle him down. And they say that so often for a player who's not used to playing in the big matches. James Wade will just carry on doing what he does best.
98.
Psychological game always tends to be in his favour.
I think in many ways as well,
100.
it will suit Wade being the first match on, as he was this afternoon when he beat Max Hopp, first man on the main stage, and it's the only time that any player knows exactly what time they're going to be on the stage is that first match, and always a help, I think, for Wade.
41.
Yes, every player needs to know what time they're on. It's almost a mental preparation more than anything else. Yes, you practice, but you're just kind of warming up. But every player has their own routine. They want to get to the venue at a certain time before the match. And just relax and just do bits of practice and then just get ready for that last 15-20 minutes before they go on stage. And like you say, Stuart, if you're second game on and somebody's 9-1 up and it ends up a last leg decider, you could have been waiting around for 40 minutes not knowing if you're going on or not. So he's staying there.
56. James, you require 126.
That won't help.
His radar's off at the moment, Wade.
Double 14 to leave double 12.
102. Ross, you require 108.
And will he get a dart of the double? No, he's missed the treble.
96. James, you require 24. Game on the third leg.
That's better. Not the greatest quality, you have to say, at the start of the evening here. Round 6 at the UK Open. Not too much to write home about.
108!
Until now.
Yes, that'll warm your cockles. Yeah, both players struggled a little bit on the doubles. 3 out of 15 combined. That's why the averages are in the 80s.
134.
James Wade, 2 times winner of the UK Open, beat Wes Newton back in 2011. His first success came in Bolton back in 2008. I wonder if anyone can remember who that was against. Not a name that the younger darts fans would be too familiar with, I'm sure. We'll give you a few seconds. See if you can remember who James Wade beat in the final back in 2008 to win his first UK Open.
John Parts, mate.
You require 87.
John Parts, very good friend.
Yes. Chance here, though, for Smith to level.
45.
Ooh, that was a bit high.
That wasn't in the script, but he should be okay.
Having said that, Stuart, it does put you on the back foot because he should have been coming to the ball, throwing 3 darts to the double. But he has got the 2. Only needed the 1 now, so kept his cool in the end. A bit mad at himself there, as you can see. But he got the job done, that's the most important thing. 2-2.
Well, the answer to the question, 2008, James Wade beat Gary Mawson. He was one of those players who just kept chipping away and chipping away and chipping away.
Beat Barney in the semis, if I remember.
Yeah, that's right.
I think he lived in Bolton at the time.
Yeah, had relatives from the northwest of England. Gary Mawson, Canadian, American. Now confirming Steve Lennon on the verge of a major TV quarter-final. Would have been a lot of smart money, I think, on Nathan Aspinall to carry on his good form. But yeah. Lennon's 7-3 up.
Yes, Lennon, when you look at his progression over the last couple of years, been pretty good, hasn't it? He's almost got under the radar when you see the other names that have done well in the World Championships. Jamie Lewis a couple of years ago. Smith looking for another maximum, which he gets.
That's the time to do it as well, against the darts. James Wade here will feel he needs to wake up. And that will help.
Yeah, strange
One way
to
of
go.
leaving 145.
Well, I think he went for, if he'd hit the 25 first, but that's a great setup for Ross Smith. If Wade cannot take out this 145. Shots on though. Shots on. Tops.
105.
Great effort. Ross Smith would have been really disappointed not to get a dart and a double, but he has to break the throw here. And Ross Smith has won back-to-back legs. He's broken James.